Namaste! Welcome to Krista Kubik Yoga. Today I have a freedom flow designed for you. It's going to be an express practice, so we'll move through all parts of the body, opening up, liberating, working on strength and flexibility. So please enjoy today's practice, and we're going to go ahead and get started in Tadasana. So come on to the top of your mat, or come to the top of your mat. Stand with your feet hip bone distance apart. Pick up your toes, spread them nice and wide. Let's see that yoga mat in between your toes. Firm in through the outer hips. Gently lift up through the front of the pelvis till you feel that tailbone start to lengthen down. We're going to start to take those shoulders over the hip bones. Turn your palms forward. As you lift up through the thigh bones, again, feel that tailbone lengthening down and rebound up now through the crown of your head. So you don't want to be rigid here, but just standing tall and strong, like think perfect posture. Soften those front ribs into the body. Lift up a little more through your back ribs. With the palms open, turning forward slightly, just soften your eyes here. I want you to feel yourself standing strong. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Again, inhale deeply through the nose. This is just a centering breath. Open the mouth, exhale out any tension in the body. Inhale again, deep through the nose. Draw the breath down into that low belly. Exhaling out any mental or emotional junk that's holding you prisoner. Let it go. And take one more breath now just for yourself. Inhale into the freedom and the spaciousness of this breath. And exhale out completely. Let those shoulders drop. That's it. Push down through those feet. Take a nice deep inhale here. We'll just start with some movement. Bring the arms up. Reach up from those outer arms in. Press your feet down. Again, soften the chest in. Lift up through the back ribs. Beautiful. And then exhale. Bring the hands down. Good. Root down through the feet again. Feel those outer hips firming in. Start at the bottom and reach up, 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 up. Ardha Hastasana. Reach to the fingertips. Spiral the biceps into the ears, triceps back. Good. And you exhale. I want you to bend your elbows, cactus your arms. Feel your inner shoulder blades coming together towards the towards each other, towards the spine, the heart lifting up. Good. Inhale from here. Reach up through the arms, long lines, right side, left side of the body, even. Exhale. Bend those elbows. Start to create just a little back bend in that upper back, but keep those frontal hip bones lifting towards the navel, so we're not arching the low back. One more time. Inhale. Just extending through the spine now. Extending through the spine. Exhale. And here we go. We're going to flex that upper back thoracic spine. Good. Inhale here, arms up to the sky. Keep your left arm reaching up. Exhale, right arm down to the side. Reach your right fingertips towards your right foot and that left arm over to the right. Good. Inhale up, switching sides. Right arm reaching up, long through that right side of the body. Exhale, left arm reaching down towards your left heel and now over to the left. Good. One more time. Each side, keep your hip bones pointing forward. Inhale, left arm up. Starting to feel that stretch, that lengthening through the lateral side body. And up. And last time over to the left side. Right arm reaches up, grow. Push down into that right foot. And then exhale, sweep over to the left. Beautiful. Inhale, take both arms up to the sky. On this exhale, I want you to bend your knees and fold forward. Take your hands behind your back. Put your right thumb on top of your left. Squeeze your elbows together. Let your head hang. Start to reach your knuckles up towards your sky. Lift up through the low belly. Bend your right knee. Pull your left hip back and take a twist towards the left. Push down into your right foot, straighten the right leg, bend your left knee, and turn your chest towards the right. Keep pulling your right hip back. One more time each side, but I want you to switch the interlace of your hands. So other thumb on top, walk each fingertip over. Bend your right knee and just let that spine twist here. belly lifts, everything above the navel doing the twist. Pull your left hip crease to the back of the room, back of the mat. Good. And last time. To the right, open up, feel that twist, spread the collarbones, and then push down and twist to the left. Beautiful. Both legs press down into your mat as you bend your knees and inhale, rise up to standing. All the way up, Ardha Hastasana. Again, front ribs soften in, shoulders drop from the ears. As you exhale here, I want you to hinge forward at the hips, folding all the way down. Inhale, lengthen out, spine grows long. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step your right leg back towards a plank, then your left, and push your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Spread out your fingers, root down more through the index finger, thumb, pinky finger. Roll those biceps up towards your ears, triceps underneath, firming in, long, strong arms. Draw the belly up to the spine. Lift your sit bones up even higher. Feel them spread a little wide by spreading your inner thighs, spinning your inner thighs towards the back of the room. Look back, see your feet, and see that your heels are disappearing behind that second, third toe. Good, one more breath here in downward facing dog. Just let the head hang between the arms and the chest draws up into the body. Get long here. Bend your knees. Now look forward between your hands and like a wave, I want you to come forward into plank. Pull your chest forward. Shoulders move from the ears. Press out through the heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Press your chest back to your thighs and then straighten the legs. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, wave like forward into plank pose. Shoulders land over the wrists. Exhale, bend your knees. Press your chest back to your thighs. Lift the hips. Spin the inner thighs back. And one more time. Inhale, forward into plank. Chest bones reaching forward. Bend your knees. Lift your hips up. Downward facing dog. On this next one, inhale, wave like forward into your plank pose. Drop your knees down. Lower down, chin, chest, belly. Good, now slither through, roll through. Lift your chest as in cobra. Inner thighs spinning up, pinky toes rolling down. Push yourself all the way up to your hands and your knees, and then sit back on your heels. Walk your hands back to your knees. On an inhale, you're gonna press your shins down, press the tops of your feet down, and rise up to your hips land over your knees. Reach up here on an inhale, grow the torso long. Exhale, cactus those arms. Pull the elbows in towards the body. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the earth. Ground your hands down, tuck your toes under, lift your knees, return, downward facing dog. Inner thighs spiraling back, biceps up towards the ears, triceps wrapping underneath. Inhale here and lift the heels high. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, hop or step up to the top of the mat. Feet hip bone distance apart as you inhale, lengthen, lift up the belly, squeeze it to the spine. Keep that lift as you exhale and fold forward. Root down through your feet, so that rebound effect. So the more we can root down, the more we can rise up, the more freedom we can find when we ground down into something. Exhale and bring the hands to the heart center. Good, we're gonna do one more round like that. Push down through your feet, inhale, circle up through your arms. Exhale, hinging at the hip creases, fold forward. Rock more into the front edge of your heel to get that nice long back, feeling in the balls of the feet. And then exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms. Left leg is gonna step back like a plank. Then right leg is gonna step back. We're gonna go to downward facing dog. Lift up your heels, roll forward, wave forward into plank pose. Good. And then drop your knees down, lower down, chin, chest, belly, slither through, roll through. Open the collarbones, press your elbows into your body, and then press up to your hands and your knees. Walk your hands back to your knees. Keep rooting down through the shins, tops of the feet. Inhale, rising up, circle up through the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows. Keep that tailbone pointing straight down. Draw the shoulder blades, press them up into the back. Find that upper back bend. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the earth. Lift your knees into downward, hips into downward facing dog. Adjust your stance as needed. Take 2 breaths here. So don't forget about the breath. So only when the mind is at ease, right?
can we really start to see where our disturbances come in, right? What is keeping us from that freedom? Use your breath and use this practice to focus. Not be attached to the results, but just to really focus. Practice on being present, or practice just being present. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look up to the top of your mat, hop or step up to the top of your mat. Take an inhale here for a long spine. Lift the chest up into the back ribs and lengthen. Neck in line with the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Ground down through your feet. Root down as you inhale, rise up. Really press those roots into the earth. Front of the hip bones lift. Exhale and bring your hands to your heart center. And we're going to work on Tadasana leg here. So we want both those hip points pointing straight forward. I want you to firm in nice and strong through that left leg. And inhale here, bring your right leg up. Good. Turn your right knee out to the side. We're going to find tree pose. Reach down, find the ankle, and draw your right foot up to your left inner thigh. If that doesn't work for you, you can always place your right foot on your shin. Good. Drawing up here, frontal hip bones facing forward, headlights facing forward. Bring your hands to your heart center. Squeeze your outer left hip in so that foot is pressing into the left inner thigh pressing into the foot, and fix your gaze. Beautiful. Inhale here and rise up. Find that nice long sides of the waist again. See if you can get that, both hip bones again facing forward, firming in that outer left hip. Find Tadasana in that left leg. And sweep your arms back behind you. Interlace right thumb on top. As you drop the knuckles down, press the chest up towards the sky. Sternum bone lifts. Now take your right knee, keep it lifted. We're going to bend our left knee into a toppling tree now. Reach the right leg back like you're just in a tree, toppling over, firming outer left hip in. Reach through those right toes. Bend that left knee. And then inhale, come all the way up. And if you fell or bobbled on that, it doesn't matter. That's not what freedom is what freedom is about. Good. It's in the exploration. Inhale. How was your mind? Reach up. Were you attached to that result? Good. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Other side. Firm that outer right hip in, standing nice and strong. Tadasana in that right leg. Left knee lifts up. Bring your hands to your heart. Find your balance. Feel all four corners of that right foot rooting down. Left knee reaches out to the side. Reach down, find that left foot, draw it up to the right inner thigh or place it on the ankle. Just do not place it on your right knee. Head, your hip bones facing forward. See if your left hip is lifted. You can put your hands on your body. That's a nice check. And firming, outer right hip in. One long line of energy on that right side. Fix your gaze. Soften your shoulders from your ears. And if you're ready, and you can practice any version of this, right? Any version you'd like of tree pose. Explore. The freedom also is just about exploring, right? Seeing what works for you, what keeps your mind at ease and clear. Bring the hands behind you. This time just work with the left thumb on top as you interlace. Draw the knuckles down. Find that nice little upper back bend. Good. Tailbone still pointing straight down. And the left knee is going to come forward. We're going to put a nice, generous bend in that right knee as we topple forward into toppling tree. We're not going to fall all the way down. Good. Lift up through that left inner thigh. That's helpful. And bend the right knee a lot. Good. Toppling tree. Beautiful. And inhale. Come on back to center. Exhale. Drop the left foot down. Beautiful work. Let's move through a little flow. Bring your hands together at your heart. Always start from your center. Take a brief, deep breath. Just notice how you felt moving through that balance there. As we just keep integrating and keep layering on. Press down through your feet. Take an inhale here, circling up through your arms. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold forward. Lengthen out on an inhalation. Bend your knees. Right leg steps back to plank. Left leg steps back to downward facing dog. Lift your hips high. Inhale, come forward to plank. Drop your knees today. Hug your elbows in. Lower down in this order. Chin, chest, belly. Slither through. Broaden through the collarbones. Press up to hands and knees. Walk your hands back to your knees. Press down through your shins. Inhale, rise up, hips over knees. Lengthen up. Exhale, cactus the arms. This liberating the chest, that freedom.
Bring your arms to the sky, hands to the earth. Press back into your downward facing dog. Knees lift, hips lift. On this inhalation, bring the borders of your big toes to touch. We're going to start with the left leg. Lift your left leg up, left inner thigh spins to the sky, working the core here. Bring your left knee up to your left tricep and your chest forward. Good. Now take your left leg all the way back and up to the sky. Exhale, left knee comes into the chest. Push your hands down, scoop the low belly in and up, round the upper back. And inhale, left leg reaches back. We'll take the twist on this one, moving through the spine and the core, left knee, right tricep. And then to the center and sweep back. Look up between your hands, step that left foot right through the center. Turn your right heel flat. Press out through that right pinky toe. Lead with your right arm and inhale, come up into Virabhadrasana 2. Right arm leads you right in. Good. Press back through your pinky fingers. Line your shoulders up over the pelvis. Lift the front edge of the pelvis, tailbone descends straight down, and so does that left thigh bone straight down. Isometrically hug your heels together so there's strength in those legs. Turn your left palm up and exhale, reverse your warrior. Just up, 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 and then over. Left forearm is going to come to the left thigh. Right arm is going to sweep up and over, creating a big circle with the arm, leading you right back into warrior 2. Turn left palm up, exhale, and reverse your warrior. We're going to do that 2 more times. Left forearm to left thigh. Sweep that right arm up and over. Keep pressing back through that right thigh bone. Come back to warrior 2. Left palm up. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Forearm to thigh. Reaching up and over the ear. Big yawning breath. Back to Virabhadrasana 2. Good. Turn your left palm up. Turn your left toes forward. Bring your arms up overhead. And then exhale and through your center line. Turn toward the back of your mat. Come back to warrior 2. So right foot turns forward. You're going to press out through that left heel. Right palm up. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Keep that right frontal hip bone lifting. Right forearm to thigh. Left arm up and over the ear. Right buttocks is hugging underneath. Come back to warrior 2. Good. Reverse your warrior. Forearm to thigh, sweeping up and over into Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Circle the left arm. One more round. Reverse warrior. Forearm to thigh, up and over. Good. Leading you right back into warrior 2. Pull the pinky fingers back, but then hug the arms in. Circle your arms down to the earth. Turn your back toes forward and then drop your left knee to the earth. On an inhalation, I want you to squeeze your right heel and your left knee together. Bring your arms up overhead, shoulders up over the hip bones. Exhale, sink your hips forward, cactus the arms. Really nice. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down. Lift your back kneecap up, step it back to plank. Pitch forward, drop your knees down, lower. Chin, chest, belly. Slither through. Find that flow. Roll through. Press up hands and knees. Sit back on your heels. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Bring the arms into a cactus. Arms to the sky. Exhale to the earth. Lift your knees, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Pull your sternum forward. Reach that right leg back, reaching through the inseam of that right leg. Exhale, right knee to chest. Round, scoop, pubic bone to navel. Right leg reaches back. We're going to twist it to the left. This time, right knee comes to center. Right knee to the left, to center, and it sweeps back. Get a little core work in there today. Step your right foot forward. Turn your left heel flat. Feel like you're pushing that left pinky toe into an imaginary wall as you rise up into Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2 again, left side. Spin your right inner thigh to the sky. Turn your right palm over. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Get that nice lift and that arching over, whole right side long. Right forearm to thigh. Left arm sweeps up and over the ear. One big motion here. And just feel free to play around. Reverse your warrior. Keep it really fluid. Like you're just moving through your own freedom flow here, right? Liberating the body. We've got one more round. Sweep it back. Good. Keep that back foot anchored in that left thigh bone, pressing back. Inhale, come back to warrior 2. Give a gaze right over your right middle finger. Pick up your right foot, pivot it forward, arms to the sky. Exhale through your center line. and turn to face warrior two towards the front of your mat. Right away, flip the palm over. Exhale and reverse your warrior. Side angle pose. Up and over, really feeling that stretch. Each time maybe it's getting a little deeper. You're deepening in on maybe any level. Maybe it's just a level of concentration, right? So we're really in the present moment here of this flow. The abhyasa, the practice. Good, last one. Come up, warrior two. Beautiful work. And then exhale, circle your hands down. Back knee drops to the earth, release the toes. When you inhale the arms up overhead, squeeze your left heel and your right knee towards one another. Pick up the front of that pelvis. Exhale and sink it down. Beautiful. Hands come to the earth. We lift that back knee up. We step back into a plank. Overshoot your wrists. Drop your knees down. Lower in this order. Chin, chest, belly. Ashtangasana. Ashta means 8, so there's 8 points of contact. Open up. Press up to your hands, knees. Sit back on the heels. Root down to rise up. That's really a fundamental part of a yoga practice, that root and rebound. And then exhale, open up the chest. What can you let go of to find just a little more freedom? Hands to the earth, knees lift, shins lift, downward facing dog. Ears line up with the arm bones. Take an extra breath here. Beautiful work. We're going to move through this again with just one more little layer, playing with a little more balance. We're going to start on the left side again. So every time, we always usually start on right, so let's just mix it up a little, right? Good. Press down to the ball of the right foot, left leg lifts up. Find your core work again. Left knee to left tricep. Push down into those hands and scoop the pubic bone towards the navel, gaze forward. Left leg reaches back. Left knee to the chest. Give that knee a kiss. And left leg back. Take your left leg forward, then to the right. So you really feel that oblique engage. Forward and left leg back. Stepping through to Virabhadrasana 2. Plant your feet down. Turn that back foot down. Warrior 2. Right arm's going to lead you right into Warrior 2. Spread open through the collarbones. Reach out through the hands, but hug the arms in. Flip your left palm up. Reverse your warrior. Left inner thigh rolling to the sky. Right thigh pressing back. Side angle pose. Up and over the ear. Good. You've done this already. So 2 more times through. Good. Really feeling the opening now. Get a little more freedom and movement. And last one. Reach it up and over the ear, turning that right pinky finger down, find that long line of energy as you come back to Warrior 2. Okay, we're going to come into Ardha Chandrasana, right hand to right hip, reach that left arm forward, just outside that left pinky toe, about 6 inches, slide that right leg up. Firm that outer left hip in, just like you did before in that Tadasana. Press through both heels. You can start to turn the chest. You can always put your left hand on a block. Good, reaching out to that right heel. Right heel is the height of the right sit bone. Right arm up to the sky. Beautiful. One last breath. Spin your left inner thigh to the back of the room, right inner thigh to the sky. And we'll take our right hand down, bend that left knee, and come back into Warrior 2. Pivot your left foot forward, arms to the sky, hands through center. Turn to the back of your mat, find Warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Forearm to thigh, sweep it up and over. Can you really wrap that right buttocks underneath you in your Warrior 2? Staying really present. Good, forearm to thigh, up and over. Unclench your toes. Good, and last one, up and over. Side angle pose, extended side angle pose, so really extend it. And inhale, coming back to Warrior 2. Left hand to hip, reach the right arm forward. Set that right hand down, lift that left leg up. Good, left inner thigh spirals to the sky. Right inner thigh spiraling back. We're working for that long torso. Left arm to the sky. Good. Firm the femur bones, the F5O, I've got it. Bring those femur bones up into the pelvis and the tailbone lengthening away from the crown. Good, one more breath, flex that foot. And the left hand comes down, bend that left knee, step it all the way back into a Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. And we're gonna circle our hands down to the earth, back knee's gonna drop. One inhale, sweep the arms up. Front edge of the pelvis lifts. That back bend is in the upper back. Beautiful. Hands to the sky, then hands to the earth. Back knee lifts. Let's take it back through that Ashtangasana Vinyasa today. Circle up and drop the knees, lower chin, chest, belly. Inhale, lift the heart up. Press up to your hands and your knees. Walk your hands back to your knees. On an inhale, rise up. Good, all that opening through the chest today. Really saturate your body with breath. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Knees lift, shins lift, downward facing dog. Last side, right leg up. Reach to the inseam of that leg, the inner thigh. Come forward like a plank and tap your right shoulder. And inhale, reach that right leg back. Exhale, knee to chest. Lift. Root to rise. Inhale, reach back. Knee to chest, we look over and tap. Back to center and reach back. That whole time, the outer left hip is hugging in. Look forward, step forward, spin your left foot flat, and inhale, come into Virabhadrasana 2. Right into reverse warrior. Now sink it down. Let that tailbone descend down. Side angle pose. Press your sit bones into your body. Circle left arm around. And you've got 2 more rounds. Let your breath be your music if you're not listening to music. And coordinating each movement with a breath. Good, and last one. We go up and around. Beautiful, comes back into warrior 2. And get ready for your Ardha Chandrasana. Reach forward, half moon pose. Instead of launching, really control it. Root down. See that your right toes and right knee are pointing forward. You can open up through the hand or not, any variation. And bend that front knee, step it back. Warrior 2. Turn the palms up, pivot right foot forward. Come through your center line and find warrior 2 at the front of your mat. Here we go. Up and over, forearm to thigh. Reach up and over the ear. Inhale, warrior 2. Good. Exhale, up and over. I think I might have messed that up. Reverse your warrior. Yes, I did. Forearm to thigh. Up and over. We circle back, warrior 2. Good. And last time, reverse warrior. Side angle pose, up and over. Takes us back to warrior 2. Lining ourselves right up for that last half moon pose. Slide that back leg in. Really finding freedom here to expand. Expand from your center. So there's a way to feel grounded and a way to feel expanded. That both can be true at the same time. Good, bend that front knee. Step it back, warrior 2. And we'll take this one down to the earth. For our last and final time, drop the knee. Inhale, really hug knee and heel together as your arms come up. Exhale, cactus it open. Really enjoy that opening. Inhale, hands up, hands to the earth. And our last vinyasa is taken right here. You can always choose to skip it. Chin, chest, belly, slither through, roll through. Hands and knees. Inhale, rise. Exhale through the heart. And hands to the earth. Downward facing dog. Let's take 3 really long, full, deep cycles of breath here. Using this as an inversion. Head below the heart. Calming, changing your perspective. Just notice where and when you get caught up in things, in our attachments, right? When things have to be a certain way. So yoga teaches us the concepts of abhyasa and vairagya. And abhyasana is the commitment to show up, to practice, whatever it is you're doing. It's like you're all in. Your effort is all there, full concentration, and we practice again and again. But it's coupled with vairagya, and vairagya actually is like dispassion. So it means we're not attached to the outcome, right? That's not why we're doing it. So can you just surrender here to what is?
Beautiful. Drop to your knees. Thank yourself for showing up to your mat today. Bring your big toes to touch, knees wide, and sink your hips back. Take a child's pose. And extend your arms forward. Let your forehead maybe touch the earth. Soften the belly. Lift up through the forearms. Nice. And then walk your hands back towards your knees. We're going to shift onto our back now, everybody. So just take your knees to one side, heels to the other. Finish up with some nice, we're a lot prepared for a nice back bend and final stretching. So shift your hips towards your heels. Come on down to your back. Let's find a bridge pose today. Feet are hip bone distance apart. You really want to line that up. And find the edges of your yoga mat. Widen through the balls of the feet. I really want you to feel all four corners of your feet press down as you lift your hips up, hip points to the sky. Start to walk your shoulders underneath you. And maybe interlace your hands underneath your tailbone if that's available. If not, just hold the edges of your yoga mat. Now, when the glute media starts to turn on here, it wants to splay the legs. So your job here is really to roll your inner thighs down and firm your outer hips in. Good. Take your shin bones, press them towards the back of your mat. And your sternum towards your chin. At the same time, the shoulders kind of move down towards the heels. Good. One more breath here in bridge pose. Stay like you are. Press down more into your right foot and cross your left ankle over your right knee. Flex that left foot. Start to release the shoulders slowly and then lower your spine down. Bring the right knee into the chest, flexing that left foot. Thread your left arm through, find the top of your right shin and thread the needle. Flex the feet. Belly soft, getting that nice hip stretch. Rock a little to your right side, deepening into that left hip. Good, now release your arms out wide like airplane wings. All I want you to do is roll over onto your right hip, completely over onto your right hip, till you feel your left foot come to the earth. Push down through the right shoulder. Maybe gaze over that right shoulder. You could take your right hand and find your left ankle, maybe even heel toe your right foot up towards your sit bone, and you can reach down with that left hand if you'd like. Find the top of the right foot and just get yourself into a nice little twist here. Any variation of a twist will work if this one's not for you. Take a deep breath, just unwinding, neutralizing the spine. Good. Lift your right inner thigh up towards your left. Roll back to your center. Undo your legs. Come back to feet hip bone distance apart. And let's return to bridge pose. First, find your feet. Press them down to lift your hips up. Take the arms underneath you again if you did it last time, and interlace the opposite way. So maybe put your left thumb on top if you had your right thumb on top last time. Walk the shoulders under. Maybe you deepen that back bend. Really press your belly button up to the sky. Again, press your shins towards the back of your yoga mat. Good. Give a nice big back bend. Unclench your glutes and roll your inner thighs down. Good. Walk your feet in a little maybe. Really ground down in that left foot. Find the balance. Take that right ankle over the left knee. And then slowly lower from top to bottom. Walk the shoulders out. Start at the top of the spine and lower down slow. Take a little tuck in that tailbone so the tailbone comes down last. Left knee into chest. Thread the right arm through and soften. Good. Lean your right knee towards the front of your mat. Roll a little over to the left. Just a little till you find that sweet spot in your pose. Take the arms out, roll over onto your left side, completely. So you feel the knee come down. Maybe take your left hand and find your right ankle. Find your twist.
You can heel toe that left foot up a little, maybe grab the top of the left foot with your right hand so that the shoulders are pressing down. The right ribs are rolling down. Last breath. And lift your left thigh up into your right, come into your center. Unwind your legs and finish with a happy baby today. Your hands come to the inside of your thighs. You reach for your pinky toes. If that's not available, find your ankles. Turn both your feet up to face your sky. Press your tailbone into your mat. Press your feet up into your hands. Feel the muscles hug the bones. And then as you exhale, soften that happy baby. Even though this was a quicker or express practice today, you're still able to root down, to anchor down, to be in your center. Slowly bring your feet to the earth and make your way into Shavasana. Straighten your legs. Let your toes spill out to the right and to the left. A gentle curl in your fingertips. And we'll be here for about 8 breaths. Let your eyes close. Let your body melt into the earth. Let your bones be heavy. And the muscles just fall away from the bones. When you think of freedom, what do you think of? Do you think of lightness and ease, liberation, your essence? Just an opportunity to let go and surrender, vairagya. The freedom of just being you. That you are a gathering place for all of creation. Three more breaths. Now, if you can stay longer and time permits, I encourage you to stay longer. If you chose this practice today because you were short on time, deepen your breath now. Big inhale. Exhale into all of that expanded space. Draw your knees into your chest. Roll over onto your right side. And just use your left hand to slowly press yourself back up to seated. Find a nice comfortable seat, anything that works for you. Sitting up nice and tall, lining the crown of the head up over the tailbone. Pressing down into your seat and rebounding, lengthening up. Let's bring the hands to the knees today. I want you to bring your index finger, thumb together just at the tip points, and now bring your other 3 fingers together so you create a seal here in Gyan Mudra. And feel into your own authenticity. Eyes closed, feel into your power, feel into what this practice brought to you today, how it served you today. Maybe how you feel different, how you might feel lighter, freer, unencumbered. And I'd like for you to come up, please, just with one word that you can remember as you travel throughout this day to remind yourself to feel a greater sense of freedom. As As Bob Marley said, none but ourselves can free our minds. Bring your hands to your heart now. Take your deepest, biggest inhalation you've taken this whole practice. Deep inhale. Lift up that heart. And as you exhale, lower down the mind to the sanctuary of the heart in deep shanti, in deep peace. And for me, deep gratitude. Thank you so much for practicing with me today this freedom flow. Namaste.